it was just that pouch under my belly button that was, you know, making me feel what we call skinny fat. Even just that underbelly part that just makes you feel a little bit less when you see all of these people around you working out. They have perfect abs and perfect bodies. It just made a really big difference in both psychologically and physically for me, in terms of confidence as well, like how I portray myself with my friends, or like taking off your shirt at the pool or things like that.
Great.
Well, after trying other solutions in the market, like the cryo lipo, which didn't work for me, and going to the gym for a while, not seeing results because I was not necessarily obese or fat. The procedure itself, it's very short, like compared to what I would expect from other operations. One of the things that I really liked the most was that I came in, we had a short chat, I got my medication, which is local anesthetics. You're not under the whole body or anything. And then we just took a couple of hours, and then I got to go home. You know, it wasn't lonely, like you have to stay in a hospital bed. There was no crazy recovery times. I was walking, right? So I had 3 garments that I would swap when I washed myself and when I showered. Thankfully, I did not have any bad scarring at all. You can barely see them. I had lymphatic drain massages so 1 week, 2 times. And I did that for 4 weeks. And then after I stopped them, so like the first month it was twice a week. And then a month after I had stopped, so the second month, I had 1 more. And it really made a difference in the recovery. I wish that I had done, really. You know, I did the trial and error thing. So I started doing like the fat dissolving injections, and then I went up to the cryo sculpting, and none of that really, like the injections worked for a short time, but they fade away quite quickly. Then the cryo sculpting, it really did not work for me at all. And then I did all of this, and I wish that I would have maybe come to you sooner and discuss the possibility. You don't have to pull the trigger if you're not 100% sure, but discussing it with somebody who really knows what they're talking about and that can look at your body and say, for this and this reason, I recommend that treatment. It's well worth the consult, because I could have saved probably the amount of money that I spent on the VASER, I had already spent in other treatments that didn't work. And one of the things that I really like about having done VASER is that because it's a little bit more permanent and more definitive treatment, it also triggers your brain to want to maintain your body in that shape that you paid for or that you did all that effort for, right? Because it's not only the payment that goes into it, but it's the effort of the recovery. It's a semi-invasive procedure, so it's not, you know, something that you do in 1 day. It takes recovery, and so afterwards you want to maintain it, and it makes you go like, well, you know, I did all of this effort, I'm gonna do my yoga, or I'm gonna do my swimming, or I'm going to go to the gym, or whatever it is to maintain it. It really does a difference for you. We actually discussed liposuction the very first time that I was here, and the psychological sides to my particular case. I love it here, not only because I can talk very freely about everything, and that's hard to find somebody that you don't feel judged by, or that you don't feel like you have to put a facade on when you're talking about your deep secrets about how you really feel about your body, you know? and everyone here in the team is super professional as well, and that's something that I really value. I drive an hour and a half to get here every time I come here. It's worth the trip.